Okay. Hi, welcome to the Codependent Knitters podcast, episode 42. This is my friend Lisa.
This is my friend Dawn.
We are in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, and we're a mostly knitting podcast.
Mostly.
We welcome back, everyone. We've got some new subscribers for sure, so welcome to you too. Thank you for checking us out. We mentioned a month ago that we were going to be celebrating surpassing 3,000 subscribers with a special giveaway. So we did a random YouTube comment picker. There's an app you can use, and we asked you to comment using the word sock or socks. And the winner of our giveaway is Susie Parks. So Susie, please message us either on YouTube or you can email us at codependentknitters@gmail.com with your mailing address, and we will be sending you a set of the Codependent Knitters self-striping yarn colorway by Timber Yarns. Yay! This is our custom colorway that Heather dyed for us. And
it knits up in stripes.
Oh yeah, we have some samples.
I haven't quite put the heels in yet.
You've got the tubes. Go closer for them, the people. Good color. Oh, that looks really good.
Yeah. So that's those are that.
I finished both. Yeah, I finished mine. I think I had one done. So they need to be washed, but they don't stink or anything. So there you go. I used the licorice color for the heels and toes. I did a afterthought heel, and this pattern is Peel Me a Grape.
This licorice.
Yeah, that licorice.
This licorice.
Who's Peel Me a Grape by? I'll put it on the screen. Totally can't remember. It's library.
It's a freebie.
Something. Yeah. It's a really cute pattern. So thank you to everyone who is joining our self-striping sock knit along. You do get an extra entry.
Say that really fast.
No. You get an extra entry if you use this colorway. So we had pre-orders in December, and everyone who bought the yarn gets an extra entry in the knit along. There are some really great socks that are already done.
Yes, they look really good. Yeah.
We're going to put some pictures in the slideshow at the end of the episode of some of the finished socks, and we've been sharing them on our Instagram stories as well. So if you've got some and you use Instagram and you post them, please tag us, and also on Ravelry, if you post a picture, we'll try and include some of those and show them off on the podcast.
There's a lot. There's been a lot.
There are 37 posts so far in the FO thread, which is awesome.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. And someone had asked if it's like not wide stripes like this, but if it's a yarn that's knitting up in micro stripes, does that count? And I said, well, that's the definition of self-striping, right? We're not big like stickers.
We're not big rule people.
No, and it's self-striping. So there you go. Yes, that counts. Awesome. As long as it's like a discernible stripe, like, to be fair. So yeah, thanks everyone for doing that. And
thanks everybody for supporting us.
Yes.
That was
and
pretty
thanks Heather for your mad skills and this beautiful yarn.
A talented girl.
Hey, speaking of that, should we mention now?
I think we should.
Okay. Heather has, if you follow Timber Yarns on Instagram or Facebook, you've seen this. Heather has partnered with Make One Guelph, which is a yarn and making store. And she was there for a knit night, and the owner's son, Benson, has autism. He's autistic. And he asked Heather if he could do a fundraiser for Autism Awareness Canada. And he wanted to design some sock yarn. So he did, and he knocked it out of the park. So Heather and Make One Guelph together are selling these yarns. They have two colorways.
It's actually on Timber Yarns website.
Timber Yarns website, or you can buy them from the store, Make One Guelph. She doesn't have an online store, but you can phone her and buy them and she'll ship them. Yeah. So this set is called the A-Life, and it's all different shades. Look at all those different shades of blue.
That is so your wheelhouse.
It's amazing. And then it comes, look at the special progress keeper she had made. Like an enamel with the autism sort of symbol, like the puzzle pieces. And the second one?
And the second one is called Spectrum. And it's kind of rainbow. I don't think it's in rainbow
They're
order.
not
but
in
it's
rainbow
so
order.
Cool. And again, the progress keeper is there.
Yeah.
But it's just so pretty. And I would love to see how they knit up.
I know.
Right? So yeah.
So Heather,
very bright.
We went to Vogue Knitting Live, and Heather showed up there too, and brought us these skeins, one of each.
Here you go. Come on
Yeah.
in.
So she brought us each one of these.
They're
Thank
so
you
gorgeous.
so much, Heather. She gave these to us, and so I told Heather, like, what I want to do is make a donation to Autism
Yep.
Awareness
Nope, totally
Canada
cool.
in
Yep.
lieu of, like, because she gave them to us, and we do want to support the fundraising. So yeah, we're going to individually both make donations to Autism Awareness Canada. I think the fundraiser is going really well. I know initially it was just going to be a limited time, like pre-sale, but it has been so popular, and I think Heather mentioned that Autism Awareness Canada actually, because they've been tagged.
There's something that's going on.
So
I don't know.
I don't
what it
know if
is.
there's an end date
I hope not.
anytime
They're
soon.
pretty nice.
So yeah. However, you know, in case there is, you want to order these. So 25% of the sale of each skein is going
Either
to
or.
yeah, either one is going to Autism Awareness Canada, and they're just stunning. So way to go, Benson. Thank you,
Good job,
Heather,
buddy.
and I think it's Joe of Make One Guel. Thank you so much for doing this and these beautiful yarns. It's fantastic. So I'm gonna these are my next cast on of self striping.
Nice.
Yeah. And you're gonna do these.
Apparently.
Yeah, and then I can get a short pair with contrasting heels and toes out of one. So Lisa's gonna give me her leftovers because she doesn't use the full skeins. So she's gonna give me her leftovers of these, and then I'll do just a short pair with the leftovers of these. So excited. And then did you order this one?
I had that one.
You had a red?
I had a red. Imagine.
Just the plain red goes.
Heels and toes.
You could
right?
order any. So Heather sells mini skeins of her colors.
The one thing I like about Heather's mini skeins is when you go online, if you look at a color, it shows you all the colors that go into it, and if you click on the color, it takes you to buy that mini skein.
Right. So she does identify coordinating minis to help you make a selection, which is awesome. So that's pretty cool. I just love
awesome.
it. Yeah.
I love
And
it. It's
her
gorgeous.
yarn is so nice to knit with. And the socks feel really nice. And yeah, we love it. So that's fun. Yeah, I love it. Speaking of Vogue Knitting Live, we did go in January.
It was fun.
We're going to talk about that in a separate episode because this one's probably going to be a little too long if we include it. So, and there won't be knitting in it. We'll just talk about the show and our trip to New York and some of our finds, like what we brought home for souvenirs. So we'll do that in a separate episode. We're going to record it today and hopefully it'll be posted at the same time or just after this episode. So just FYI, you can hear all about that there. What else? Oh, what are we wearing?
Oh, what are we wearing? Sam Lamb.
Tell them about it.
This is one of my, I think 3 or 4. Wellington Worksock Shawl by Sam Lamb. I did mine in Patons Canadiana because I love the marl color. So I did marl natural in the red. It's like a barn. It's not the red. It's
It's a nice,
but it's a nice red.
Looks
So
really good.
I love this. And somebody I know made one out of this and they didn't like the way it felt.
I made one like out of this darker gray with the Peyton's Croix, and it was just a little too pricky around my neck. I gave it a good try. If you've been watching us for a long time, you know all this. We're just repeating for new viewers.
This was the one similar to the one you made.
Yeah. So mine was given to Caroline of Off the Grid Needle Arts and the Fiber Friends because she wanted one.
It's getting hot in here.
Are these? This is also Croix.
No, it's
You didn't
Canadian.
use Croix.
No. It's,
Did I say Croix?
Yeah.
Classic wool.
Classic wool.
It's not Croix. Classic wool.
And I did this one in gray and black.
Yeah, I like that. It almost looks navy, but it's black. Really nice. And the natural. So I didn't have one. So now I do. I finished one. This is my FO. We're going to talk about it early. Isn't it awesome?
What is it made out of?
I'm going to tell you.
Well, let's
The
go.
gray
Which is a nice gray.
Cascade 220 Superwash Merino. So
Oh,
it's
nice.
a
Okay,
Superwash
yeah.
worsted, which is really nice. And it's 100% wool, but it's just superwash. And it's not like super soft.
You know what?
It's just
this stuff here. I've used it to do a lot of my daughter's stuff when she was younger, and
Yeah.
it's really nice. It
It's
feels
really
good.
nice.
It washes really.
It takes the edge off of the prickiness of, and regular Cascade 220, a lot of people don't find pricky. It's just a little, for something that's going to be around my face. When I saw this Superwash Merino, this is from Little Red Mitten. They have this in stock. And then the cream color, it was in my sock monkey bag. The cream color is actually Estelle worsted.
Oh, nice.
So because I think they were out of stock of sort of the natural color in the 220 Superwash. So they have Estelle worsted, which is a 50-50, 50-40-10 acrylic wool nylon.
Okay.
And it's a nice, totally nice, not white, just a nice bright natural, although I think it's called white, but it's not like a crisp white.
No.
And then the red is also the 220 Superwash in color 29 red. It's a little bit of a darker red.
Yep.
Got cranberry red. I love
Barn red.
I think it looks good with the darker gray.
Yep.
So I used 2 balls of the charcoal, and I didn't want to leave any left over. So I just kept knitting
Until
I
get to
was
the end. Yeah.
as much as I could of the gray. I'm just holding this up so you can see the. And then I think I did a couple of extra rows of the natural because I wanted the strip just a little bit wider. And I did, the pattern called for 3 rows of the red. I did 4. And then I think I did 2 extra rows of the rib.
See, I didn't do the rib. I did a garter
You did
stitch.
garter stitch, yeah.
Yeah.
So the only thing with the, I didn't go up a needle size, but I'm kind of a looser knitter. What? I know, she's sidekick. I didn't go up a needle size, but I'm a looser knitter, so it blocked out just fine. I love it. And so because I did extra rows, and it's a 3x3 rib, you want your stitch count to work out.
Yeah.
So what I did is I just counted how many stitches I had, and then just did the math to allow for.
Or did you just increase a couple in that row?
I think what I did was it was almost right, except I had 2 extra stitches. So at the point, I just did a knit stitch before the center spine, and then just, because then you're just increasing each row, so it worked out. It
works out good.
Just took a little bit of math to work out the order.
Good job.
Not that anyone would notice, like if you ended with pearls or instead of whatever, but I just wanted it to work out.
She would.
I would. It mattered to me.
Yeah.
I love it. I finished it about 2 days ago. I blocked it. I just steam blocked it. I didn't even do like a wet block. And it's just fine. Love it. I've been wearing it. I love it. So that's what we're wearing.
So what now?
We did that. We was it 2 weekends ago? Yeah. We went to Knit Stitch Stratford. No. Last weekend? Weekend before last.
Was that?
Was it last? Anyways, recently,
I love it.
we decided on a little trip to Knit Stitch Stratford. And we haven't been there for a long time.
I feel bad because I haven't been there in a long time. I haven't even been to the one in Stratford. And every time I go, I love seeing her, and I love seeing all this stuff. Yeah, Suzanne. Seeing her and all the stuff she's doing and what she's up to. Like, she's just...
The owner, Suzanne, had a store in London called Knit Stitch. And then she moved the business to Stratford. And so, yeah, it's like a half an hour further for us. Yep. It's a little bit of a smaller store. She used to have like regular knit nights in London that had a great turnout. We met a lot of great knitters there. Yep. So, yeah, we don't get there very often.
No.
And we decided to take a little trip and go visit Suzanne one day. Yeah, and it was great.
Good. It was fun.
She's got such a cute little store and a great selection of yarn. She is the store that first introduced us to Holst Garn.
Yes, thank you, Suzanne, for that.
To the Coast and the Super Soft. So she carries that. What did we find there?
I found, well, no, I forget where, I put them in a safe place. I didn't buy any yarn there. I'm on a...
You're exhibiting self-control.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
I'm exhibiting self-control. But I bought toys there. I got the little needle ends.
Those are cute.
from, what are they called? CoopKnits?
Yeah, do you have a needle tip? You don't want to poke it through?
Yeah, go ahead.
The center pokes out like a donut hole, and then it just fits over your
And it just keeps your needles like that.
needle. So it's like a stopper. There.
Yeah. So I bought those because I was looking at them and I thought, you know what, they're kind of neat.
And you found a gray set.
And I found a gray set, so I was like, thinking of me. So I got those, and I bought scissors, but now I don't know where
You
they
just
are.
had them.
Oh, here they are. Losing my mind. It's a short ride.
Did you haul that big jar around?
I don't know why that's even in there. I seriously
Wait, you have to show them.
I don't know why.
It's the Mega Notions.
Yeah.
Notions tote.
You know what? These are all the extra little...
Okay.
Yeah, and I think they ended up in my knitting basket.
Okay, here's your scissors.
I have no idea.
Talk about those.
I got these. They're, again, CoopKnits, and they're just little...
I like that little end.
I have bigger ones that I've got at the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember my mom almost bought the empty package?
Yes.
Yeah,
That was
so...
one of the shows.
But these ones, the ones I have at home, don't have the leather protector. And I kind of like that. That's kind of a neat thing.
It
so,
is.
yeah. Okay, so the other thing was we ordered these from Anne,
Tudor.
Okay. So,
I don't know where mine is.
I ordered a set of 4, but I gave 2 to...
Well, one's for me and one's for Adrian. We decided to all split them up.
Yeah. See, aren't they cute? I didn't have a knitting needle.
Wait. I'll put mine's the blue one.
Surprise.
Okay.
Where's Adrian's?
Oh, I have it.
Got a safe
I
place.
have it somewhere to take to her.
So these, aren't they cute? They're just little gnomes.
They're so
Very
cute.
cute. I think they're adorable.
So they came as a 4 set, so we split them up.
4 set.
Yeah, I love it. I love my little Nomi. I'd like to think of a name for him, but nothing. I haven't thought of anything good yet.
Yeah, so those are really cute. They even come in a cute little tin.
Hey, speaking of Anne Tudor,
Look at this. Isn't this cute?
you know, I like
And
that. We forgot
they
to
come a pen.
Huh?
They get a pen too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Okay, funny story. You can talk about that.
Okay. We forgot to mention this when we recorded in January. Our friend Noelle made us these
From
cute
Noelle, Knits and Pieces.
Knits and Pieces podcast.
Yep.
She's here in Sarnia. We've been knitting with her for a few years. She made us these cute little sweaters. Aren't they adorable with the little sweaters?
You know, mine
wait.
was self-striping.
Yeah. And she put an Anne Tudor Progress Keeper on for us.
And
the
it's
little
so
sheep.
cute, little sheep. It was so adorable.
Yeah. This
Now,
was with all my Christmas stuff, so I totally forgot to show it on the last episode.
mine is still with my Christmas stuff.
Yeah. So you can't show
Well,
it.
hubby
Love
took
it.
down all the decorations.
It has ribbing around the neck.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Look at the little snowflakes, ribbed cuff. Adorable. So
Yeah, so mine's still packed with the Christmas
I'm
stuff.
going to take the sheet off
Yeah, take the sheet
and use
off.
it. So I don't
pack it
forget.
away
But
like
it's so
I do.
cute. So, what were we talking? We were talking about our visit to Knit Stitch.
Yes, before we got
So Suzanne
Sorry.
she stocks Life in the Long Grass, and last time I bought Life in the Long Grass, it was sock yarn. Now she has DK.
Nice.
So I was looking for 2 skeins. I've got lots of DK, but not 2 hand dyed that match, like that are the same. Because I was thinking of knitting the Boston Street hat
Okay.
by Hohi.
Yep.
And it needs more than 1 skein because it's got like a fold over.
Yep. It's really neat,
Cuff
actually.
band.
Yeah.
So I got these. They're called Cactus Moon Soil.
Those are kind of neat.
Yeah.
There's speckles and
There's
different
speckles,
colors
there's
and
greens and taupes and mauves.
nice.
Yeah. I'll show you this.
There's
side.
2.
Yeah, look at these. Yeah. So that's what I bought it for, thinking of doing that
Yeah.
hat. Because I wear
Isn't
hats.
it a color hat? Isn't it a color work?
No, it's got like cables or something.
Oh,
on the
right.
brim,
Okay.
And then
No,
just straight.
I was thinking of a different
Yeah,
one, but yeah,
texture.
okay.
Really nice.
I was
So I got
thinking
those.
are nice.
And then
Oh,
she
yeah.
had a sample sock. She just had some skeins sitting on the shelf, and she had a sample sock knit up. And when I felt the fabric of the finished sock, I almost
Oh,
drooled.
that's right.
So CoopKnits socks, yeah, or
That's
yay.
nice.
How do you say? I say yeah.
I said that's yeah. Yay
Sock
has
yarn.
YA vibes.
So these are solids. So I got
Oh, you're gonna do color work then?
melanite and Larimar. Yep. I think I'm going to do this color as a solid and then heels and toes.
Oh, nice. And then vice versa. You should have enough to do
They're
vice
50 grams,
versa.
so I can totally do that.
Yeah. Good call.
I just had to. It just felt, it's kind of got a heathered look. Like if you look at the...
Both of them do. They're pretty.
Yep. So, and they're, look at the price point for 50
That's
grams.
not bad. That's pretty good.
$12 for 50 grams. Seriously. That's pretty good. So yeah, I am going to make some socks.
Sock, yeah.
And then Suzanne gave us a little grab bag, and there is a surprise mini skein. You brought yours?
I did.
So we opened them. We actually traded. I had that one, and you had this one.
I started, Dawn took this out of her bag, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. And then I opened my bag, and I started laughing because, hey.
I like that one, too. They're both adorable.
Yeah.
So this is yarn that Suzanne dyed.
She dies under the name of Yarnbird
Studios. Yarnbird Studio or Studios. Can't remember. But yeah, she does some dyeing, too. And she sells her yarn in her store. So just a little mini skein.
Yeah, very cute.
Your smells, mine doesn't smell. Hey.
You know why? Look at that.
Those would totally complement each other.
You know what mine smells.
Oh, from the soap. She doesn't sell this, but she made some hand soaps and she gave us each a little slice.
Sample. And it smells so good.
Amazing. Thank you.
I know, right?
So thank you, Suzanne. We had a great time. We just hung out and visited and
chitty chat.
knit.
Went to a wonderful lunch. What's that place called? Circle?
Circle.
But it's spelt funny.
Serkle.
That's it. I think so, yeah.
It's an amazing restaurant. It's just down the street from Knit Stitch Stratford. So if you're ever doing a road trip or anywhere in around that area, there's lots of great yarn stores, and we highly recommend Knit Stitch Stratford.
And you know what? It's a nice little town. You can walk around it.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like there's a lot of stuff there.
Kind of related to knit-alongs and winners, I finally finished the custom sort of sweater size bag that I had given away for our sweater knit-along. So Beth was the winner of that, and I sent her pictures of a bunch of fabrics that I had not sold yet, so it would be something new. And I let her choose what she wanted.
That's pretty nice.
And she picked...
Has she seen it yet, or is this going to be...
She saw the fabric. She hasn't seen the bag.
Okay.
I want to... It's done. I need to get it in the mail, but I wanted to show it on here first. So it's this beautiful...
That is gorgeous.
Sort of Celtic pattern.
Look at the colors in it.
I know, with the dark teal.
And the ochre and the green.
Yeah. I gave her the option of a zippered or a drawstring. She wanted a drawstring. So it is a padded drawstring.
So this is custom for her.
It's custom for her.
Nice.
It's a little bigger than my normal large bag.
Well, it's got a
Like
drawstring,
it's
right?
it's got an extra inch on the sides and on the height.
Nice.
So it's a little bigger than my normal large would be. And the inside is kind of this marble, like a gold
It's kind of like a sandstorm.
marble color.
It's pretty.
It all is a quilting line called Stonehenge.
Oh, okay. So it
Solstice?
all goes together.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's from last year, and a lot of quilt shops were selling it. Like there were panels and all kinds of things.
Okay.
And I just
It's pretty.
yeah. So Beth, this is coming in the mail to you. You won't receive it before you see our episode, but you will receive it shortly after. So yeah,
Nice.
love it. And and I actually sewed the drawstring
Oh.
out of this coordinating
Good
color.
job.
So I do have more of this fabric. It's on my cutting table now. Hi. Okay, bye. Go out. So I do have more of this fabric. It is on my cutting table now, and it will be coming to my shop soon. I have a couple fabrics I'm working on right now.
Nice.
So there will be some new additions. I don't know when, so I'm not going to give you a date. Just follow me on Instagram or favorite my shop on Etsy.
You're getting a stink eye. Or
My
you
shop
were.
is... She's going. It's Knit's Best Thing on Etsy.
Sorry,
and
she's
Instagram.
giving you one dirty look.
I know. So yeah. So that's coming to you, Beth.
It's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful. Good
I
job.
love it.
I love the colors.
Yeah, me too. It turned out really nice.
Not mine.
And then related to knit-alongs, we were just talking about, we only have the self-striping sock knit-along going on.
I know, right?
So I am getting the 52 Weeks of Socks book from Lina magazine.
Do you seriously think you can knit 52 pairs of socks in a week? Sorry, in...
Did I say 52?
I did.
52 weeks of socks. Isn't
Yeah.
that what it's called?
Yeah, 52 weeks of socks.
In a year? No.
You know, I don't think you
I
can
won't
do
knit them all, but there's a lot. I looked at their preview and all the posts they were doing. There's a lot of them that I want to knit, like that I really like. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to just
Go for
buy
it.
a
Try and do 52
Well,
pairs.
buy a beautiful book, right? So we were thinking of doing a 52-week long knit along, which will start probably when I get the book. Well, no one's got the book yet. So why don't we start till March 1? Wait till March 1.
Okay.
Because some people order the book separately and some people are ordering it through yarn stores. We'll start at March 1 and we're going to run it for 52 weeks. And any pair of sock can be entered, any pair of adult sock.
2 entries if you use the book.
Yeah, 2 entries if you knit a pattern that's in the book.
Yeah, so there'll be the sock entry and then the book entry.
Now for right now, I think those patterns in the book are only available in the book. They do have individual project pages or pattern pages on Ravelry, so you can go and look at them.
Okay, cool.
I know typically what they do is
after so many years, they release
or
them.
months or whatever, so they may sell the individual patterns in the future.
Very cool.
But that's why we're allowing any adult sock. that
So
you
everybody
knit.
can take part whether they buy the book or not. Perfect.
But I definitely want to try and knit a few pairs out of this book in the next 52 weeks.
And we'll go in there randomly. And
There's some beautiful socks, and they're from all different designers, and So what we'll do is we'll probably do some random draws from the FO thread for that. So we'll open that up in March. March 1st, and let people knit away. So we'll have an ongoing knit along for that. And then we were also talking about whips, because I have a lot. You don't have as many.
I don't have as many because I went through a phase where I did mine.
Okay. Should we do that? A whip knit along?
I think we should do a whip knit along.
Okay.
Well, whips are always...
Everybody's
got something hiding in the back closet.
So we thought, let's finish up, have a whip. Finish up your whips.
Yeah. So basically, approximately the day that you started, and
if something you started before 2020.
Yeah.
So that's only like a month and a half ago.
That's only a month and a half ago.
Yeah, but don't start something new for this knit along.
No.
So it's to finish up something that you had started before the end of 2019, and that's about it. Those are about all the.
Okay.
That's the rule.
Okay.
No other parameters. Make along, not just knitting, crochet too. Yeah. So we got those going.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. Oh. We should show off some prizes. We have some new prizes.
We don't know when we're going to give them out though.
Well, one we've got for sure.
Have
something
one for the
self-striping sock.
Okay, so what we got?
Desert Vista Dye Works. You've seen her socks on this podcast before. I knit the Here Comes the Zombride. Yeah, that was like in the fall last year. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Keep saying last year, but last year wasn't that long ago.
No, I know. She's an amazing self-striping sock dyer.
Very talented.
Really well known for her incorporation of speckles in her stripes. Love that. So she put a post up on Instagram just announcing that she was going to be donating to podcasters who were interested, and just to send her a note. And she was sort of planning her year out and donations. And so we did. We sent her a note, and she sent us some donations. And
some beautiful goodies.
Yes. So we're just going to show you these, and they will be future prizes. For sure, we'll be giving one away after our self-striping sock knit along. So this is Alyssa Zombody Edwards 4-stripe self-striping. It is amazing. There is this chartreuse green, hot pink, speckles,
gray,
some grays in there, and it's got stellina.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
It's like triple threat. Amazing. So that's one of the skeins that she donated. And this is her Viso base. And the colorway is Lemon Blueberry Cake. And it's a 4-stripe self-striping.
That's
so
cool.
Blue, yellow, some speckles, and I'm not sure if the other stripe is just a plain natural, maybe. But no stellina in this one, just straight up beautiful colors.
That's pretty though.
Yes,
it's very pretty.
Very. And then she sent us the
bag.
Zombodies of Oz
Mini skein set. That's
mini
cool.
skein set. Yeah. There's 320 yards in here. 8 40-yard mini skeins. So this will be a prize at some point in the future as well.
That's pretty
some
cute.
Speckles. Yeah. So cool. Love it. So they're all Oz themed, this line.
Yep. That's so cool.
So yeah.
Thank you very much for
Thank
the donation.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your generosity. And you were, I know that she was supporting like multiple podcasters. So this is just so generous and we appreciate it so much. And one of you lucky knitters is going to get, after our self-starving sock knit along, is going to get one of these. So that, I think,
That's beautiful. The bag
is everything related to knit-alongs.
Okay, cool.
Maybe we should talk about, well, we did talk about a bit of knitting.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. What have you got for whips?
For whips, I only have 2. I haven't been.
Well, you had these.
3. Those
Yeah?
are gorgeous. Those are sinfully gorgeous. We all know why I love those so much. Okay, so I'm doing a test knit, and this has been a really good test knit. I'm not done, even though I'm supposed to be, because it's been a really big learning process for me. Because I'm a tight knitter, and I had a really hard time getting my gauge with these.
Tell them what it is.
It is the Plad family socks.
The pattern's by Natalie Sheldon,
Yeah.
and it's coming out in a few days.
In a few days.
It might be out by the time you see our episode, if not shortly after.
So I have a natural, a marl, and a black. I know, shorty arms here.
I'm just going to
T-Rex.
go a little closer so they can see the beauty.
So there's, whoa, I'm gonna black your, give you black eyes with the yarn everywhere over here.
Look at that. And then the red cuff.
So there's the black. I know, right?
These things.
The marl and the natural.
I'm going to tuck them in.
And the red. I was gonna do the heels and the heels and toes as well in the red. I love them though. They're so cute.
And this is Croy. All the yarns are Croy?
Yeah, Patton's Croy. It's just something I had and I thought they'd be kind of cool together. So yeah.
Adorable. So this pattern's coming out, like we said, shortly, and there are sizes ranging from
Ornament, toddler, up to
men's. Yeah.
And I think that she's actually doing a test where she's using worsted or bulky to make a
stocking.
Yeah.
Well done, Lisa. These are really sharp.
They're sinfully cute. I just love them.
Awesome.
Yay.
So you'll want to watch for that pattern to come out because
Yeah.
it's pretty incredible.
She does a lot of intense color work socks, but they're so beautiful.
And they're not as difficult as they look.
No.
So
No, as long as you don't have a problem with gauge.
yes. That one would be important to follow
yeah.
gauge because you're stranding so much, right?
Right.
It's going to add.
Part of the thing was because I'm a tight knitter, every 3 would change color approximately, and they were almost like seersucker. Like they were just kind of so.
Yeah.
So that's been a great learning curve for me.
Awesome. Do you want me to go do one?
Yeah.
It's just a vanilla sock.
It's cute. What did you put on the cuff?
I was going to do Roll City Rollers. So I started with the rolled cuff and then I thought, you know what? I want a little bit of ribbing, but I wanted the pink accent. So I switched to my mane. So it looks like kind of scalloped, ruffled, but when you put this around my big ankle, it's going to spread out just beautifully.
That's
and then
nice.
I did a
like
2x2 rib. And the mane is Panda Party by Gingersnap. The pink is Pretty Pink, which is a mini from Timber Yarns I had in my stash that matches perfectly.
Nice.
And it's otherwise just a vanilla sock with an afterthought heel.
Nice.
I did the knit one before the decreases on the heel. I usually only do that on my toes, but I kind of like it on the heel.
I like it on the heel.
I think I'm going to do that from now on.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I just like how it looks. Yeah. A word about the ribbing. So I have never loved my ribbing. It always looks sloppy and uneven. Twisted rib looks great because you're twisting it, whatever. So there's something about my ribbing, like on a garment, on a sock it gets pulled out, you don't notice, but on a garment I've always been like, even on hats, just kind of I don't love it.
Did you try? I'm gonna be quiet. I just looked.
I'm gonna tell you what I learned in New York. I took a class with Patty Lyons called The Secrets. I think it was Secrets of Sweater Success.
Yeah.
It is a jam-packed class. She has like so many different classes, and everything we covered in that class, it was a whole bunch of little tips. And everything we covered, there's a class on that. Like she'd give us a few tips, and there's a whole other class on that.
Okay, cool.
So one of the things we talked about was just improving your ribbing. And I checked her YouTube channel. She has a lot of great tutorial videos on her YouTube channel. She didn't specifically have one about this. So I'm just going to describe it to you. But basically, you knit, you purl, right, for ribbing.
Yeah.
When you do the purl, now I'm a thrower, so this is being described from the perspective of a thrower.
Okay.
When you do your purl, you normally wrap your yarn around, right? Like you knit,
Okay.
whatever way you normally wrap your yarn around. What she taught us was when you bring your yarn to the front to purl, wrap it the opposite way, and it shortens up just the length of that stitch coming off of the previous knit stitch.
Okay.
So just your first purl. If you're doing knit 2, purl 2,
Okay.
it's just that first purl after the knit. Just wrap it the other way, and it just shortens it ever so slightly and tightens it up a little wee bit and neatens it. And like, look, it's hard to see on the screen, but it looks very uniform. So this is the nicest my ribbing has ever looked. It just makes that second column of knit stitches just look like the first, because I didn't do a twisted rib. It's just straight knit 2, purl 2. So a little wee tidbit that makes, for my knitting, made a world of difference in
Well, it's funny because I'm looking at mine, and because I knit tighter, mine is pretty.
Yours is pretty good.
Mine is pretty uniform.
Yeah, but mine never did.
But that's interesting,
Yeah.
like the way different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not. Yeah.
So
that's
she
cool.
gave us that tip, and it like
That's amazing.
honestly that second knit stitch looks even better than the first one.
Right. It's hilarious.
So we learned so much in that class. It was a 3-hour class.
Yeah,
it
that's
flew
kinda
by.
cool.
We're going to talk about it in our other Vogue
Yep.
video, but this was just a little tidbit that I learned that, we learned a lot. This was one of them that I have put to use right away, and I will do that on my ribbing from now on.
That's cool. Yeah. No.
Yeah, amazing. So anyways, I did a little bit of ribbing, ankle sock, so cute. Love this yarn. I think Panda Party is one of their top colorways for
How could it
Gingersnap.
not be? Look at it.
They also have Penguin Party, which has got more yellow.
Oh,
It's
nice.
pretty neat also. So I'm just going to show you that again with all those speckles. It's so adorable.
It is.
Love it. So sock 1 is done.
One and done.
What have you got? What's your other whip? Also Gingersnap.
Spinning. There we go. Gingersnap, white walker. It's got blues, grays, speckles. It's kind of cool. So yeah, I love it. It's knitting up really fast, really good. I'm doing pretty good
I'm just
with
playing with the light because it's just blowing out.
So it's now they look a bit different because I take from one end, and it just goes to show you why you should always alternate skeins.
Yeah.
When you use hand dye.
If you were doing a sweater, you'd want to alternate.
But they're socks,
And you don't care.
and I don't care.
And I think they look
I love
fine.
them.
They look like
Friends.
siblings.
They look like friends
What did I drop?
as opposed to twins. That's okay. I'm falling apart over here.
And Lisa's got her waist yarn in to make her heels afterwards. Love it.
And I have a black. I think it's actually the blackish gray that you bought me in Vegas when you were there.
Oh yeah, that mini
Yeah.
skein.
Yeah. That's
Awesome.
kind of cool.
Yeah. For heels and toes.
For heels and toes, yes. So that's it. I'm falling apart here. Everything's thrown on the floor. Wait, didn't you do that last time?
I know.
It's gonna be one of us.
Whips, whips. Oh, okay, so that's all your whips.
That's all my whips, girlfriend. What you got?
Well, I talked about my sock.
Yeah.
I have a sweater.
I thought it was done. Or are we on to?
No. I still whips.
Oh, what do you?
I have a sweater.
that sweater. Okay.
So back in December?
6th. December 6th.
Is that what it was? Good memory.
Around there, December 6th or 7th, yeah.
Leo and Roxy launched a new base that they had. And it is a wool cotton blend. So it's 70% eco wool, 30% organic cotton. And then they have a bunch of natural colors. And then they have some that they've dyed. So that would, like, it can't be certified organic once they've dyed it, but the fiber was organic cotton.
Yeah. And the color, the ones that are not dyed are still certified.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It is
beautiful.
a worsted weight. And this is the colorway Amethyst.
My mom got that too, eh?
Oh, I should show you just the yarn first. This is the colorway Amethyst. Yeah, Lisa's mom bought the same color. It's a beautiful, like heathery looking purple. All the dyed ones had kind of a heather look without that pink
What's
strap.
going on over there?
Love it.
It's
And they were starting a knit along January 1. And they had a shawl, which I can't remember which shawl they were doing. And then the sweater option was the Super Simple Summer Sweater by Hohi.
You're getting so good at saying that.
I bought a sweater quantity, and look how much I've got done.
Oh, you're almost at Sleeve Island.
I'm almost long enough. Yeah, I tried it on yesterday. I'm going to do just a little bit more, and then I'm going to do the sleeves.
Okay.
And then I might steam it first and just check the length. I didn't
Have
want
you
to.
been alternating skeins?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I did this on my other sweater, which you're going to see later. But our friend Noelle last year tried helical knitting, the helical alternating of skeins. Yeah. And so I've been doing that now I did it on my blue sweater and I did it on this one. It's amazing. Although this yarn is very evenly, like the skeins are very consistent, but you can see within the skein there's lights and dark tones. So just in case, I'm because the helical is so easy and you don't get a line up the middle where you twist. No twisting. So there's YouTube videos on how to do it, and it'll take you 10 seconds and then you'll never look back. I put a lifeline in before I took the sleeves off, so just like 2 rows before. Just in case, I thought, well, what if the fit isn't good, and I need to go back? So I just put that lifeline in, so that's the pretty white stripe here, but it's fitting like a dream. I was worried about the neck because when I tried this on, and a lot of people, I was looking through projects on this sweater, a lot of people commented about the neck seeming too tight. Because in the picture, like, it's really open on her model. So it does look quite close to my neck. However, look how much give is in it, right?
Yeah, no, you're
so
good.
It's not blocked yet, so it's gonna open up, and I think it'll be okay. If I still find it too tight, I'll tear it was top down, but I'll take the ribbing out and pick up and go up and just maybe do a few increases and make it bigger. But I think if you look at how big this can go, I think it'll be fine.
Good.
Yeah. I did change the increases. They were make one lefts, which I don't love on a stocking stitch garment because it leaves the bump. I did a left lifted increase, which is left and right lifted increases were in the previous pattern, and that's the increase my mom taught me. So before I had any knowledge of other types of increases, that's what I did. When I did the gussets for mittens, they were lifted increases. So I've always known that increase and like it. You can still kind of see a little bit, but it hasn't been blocked. I did steam. Can you tell? I steamed half of it. I kind of steamed this just lightly, this half, so it's a lot smoother. When I turn it this way, you can see this side still looks a bit rougher, and it's really that's blocking. That's the difference it makes.
Very cool.
So I'll probably give this thing another steam for length before I, because I think it has a ribbed bottom. And normally I don't love a ribbed bottom because I don't want it to suck in, but I'm going to
put a notch on the side.
Yeah, split it. If it does, I can't remember if it might have a split hem.
No,
but I'm also gonna. I know some people go up a needle size, which actually I think the pattern probably calls for. And then because I'm a looser knitter, I think I'll be able to block it right out, so it just hangs straight. But it'll just be the rib look. It just won't actually be elastic rib.
Okay,
that's my goal. And I will put a lifeline in before I do the ribbing in case it doesn't do what I want it to do.
Very good.
I'm loving this. Like, for being 70% eco wool, it's not overly rough or. I look like I'm feeling myself up.
You do.
It's not overly pricky or anything like that. It's really nice. But the fit is great, and I love it. And it's not, it looks really bulky and thick, but it's got, like you can see, it's got a nice stripe. It's got some nice fluidity. Yeah. And I went and bought myself 60 centimeter cords. For my Knitter's Pride, because
she doesn't like.
Well, it was really bunchy, and then I don't like joining the cords. So Knitter's Pride does make 60-inch. Did I say 60 centimeter? 60-inch, 150 centimeter cords. They just don't come with their kits. But I picked these up from Heaven is Handmade. Actually, I bought out. They had 3 of them. I bought all 3. Because I had 2 sweaters on the needles, and now I'm like,
I'm not sharing with anybody.
I'm in the mood to knit sweaters, so.
I see that. I'm so happy.
I know. So this is going really well. Yeah, so this will be the next thing. I'm just going to work on this.
Nice.
Well, maybe a sock for times when you need a sock, but I'm going to try and get this done.
Oh, no, it's beautiful. Soon. It shouldn't take you long.
No, it's gorgeous.
It's the joy of worsted.
I love it. Yes.
Right?
I know. If they weren't so much warmer, I would just love to knit all worsted sweaters so fast. compared to the
I
other
know.
one.
Well, didn't I knit that boxy when I was in Scotland? That was worsted.
Yeah, so fast. Up for on a boxy too. So yeah, totally happy with this.
It's gorgeous, beautiful.
I
love
know.
the color.
And I didn't cast on until, so after we came back from New York. Okay, guys, we gotta tell you this. When we recorded in January, you couldn't see on the camera. I was getting what I thought was pink eye. So I think we recorded on like a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah,
and I
yeah.
had the corner of my one eye was really red, and but it wasn't itchy, and there was no goop. It was just red and kind of sore. Like my eye was sore, not the surface, like my eyeball. So I bought pink eye drops, right, over the counter. Oh, I'll just put some pink eye drops. Like, I think I might have had pink eye once in my life, years ago. It wasn't getting better. And then I started having stabbing pain, like if I looked at a bright light. So I still, no itching, no whatever. So I thought, okay, this is weird, right? So I go to my doctor, and they suggested I try and get in urgently to see my eye doctor. And I found out I had uveitis, which is inflammation of the inside of your eyeball. So it's not bacteria, it's not a virus, it's not contagious.
It's just something not happy back there.
Something, yeah, and it was quite serious. Like, you know, I'm thinking, I got a little bit of pink eye. But the stabbing pain was so bad, I actually had to buy an eye patch to wear just for one day until the drops. So I went on steroid drops at Canada.
Please put it on.
No. No.
Sorry, I'm so supportive over
You
here.
can wear it. I know. So it was kind of freaky, and yeah, I was on these drops like they're supposed to be once a day, and I was on them every 2 hours, and it cleared up. But it was like 4 weeks of progressively decreasing these drops.
Yeah.
So whatever caused that, and then we come back from New York, and I had a sore knee in New York. Like I had hurt it the night before. I guess I bent it too far. I was picking something up off the floor, whatever. We were walking around New York, our first full day there, and it just started, it wasn't a lot of walking, but I had hurt it, and it was screaming. I was in so much pain. So my knee was quite sore. That was the only thing wrong with New York. I had a sore knee. We come back, my back goes. So it started with like just, you know, lower back pain. Like you get that from time to time. I've had it before. Put some A535 on, take some muscle relaxants, have a good rest. It goes away. It didn't. It got worse.
You were out for like a week, 2 weeks.
It got worse. I could not get out of bed without help. And luckily my husband was home that week. I could not move. I could not get out of bed. We had a trip to Emerge. I didn't do anything. And so finally the next morning I got in with my chiropractor because that morning was so bad. I actually told my husband he was going to have to call an ambulance. It was just shooting pain up my spine if I tried to sit. So we made it to the chiropractor who worked on me for a long time. And I was just totally like, my pelvis was out of whack and probably started with compensating for my knee, whatever. 3 hours later, I could sit, I could get up, I could sit down, I could move. And so I've had like daily chiropractic appointments. So when I could finally sit in a chair comfortably again, I couldn't do much else for about a week. So I thought, I'm going to cast on my sweater finally. Because I didn't start at the beginning of January. Because we were getting ready to go I was knitting socks for New York. So this is pretty good because it's only been a couple weeks. And I haven't even been knitting on it faithfully. Oh, this is the back with all my
your marks.
Increase rows. I love it. I decided, it's a striped sweater. I decided not to do the stripes. Because I just wasn't sure about the big wide stripes on me. But I love it as a solid. I'm loving it so much. I would knit this, totally knit this again. In like a different yarn, like
different color.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
So that's my whip that I just talked about for 15 minutes. And my sore back, which is my eyeball. What the heck? Weird.
Oh man.
Weird. Okay, so
that's your whip. What else you got? Socks.
FOs.
We can do FOs if you want to do.
You talk.
Okay, so I had this started last time, and it is a hat.
Epirts.
And it's Epirts by Amy Miller, and it is
Leo and Roxy.
It's so nice. It's like I'm almost speechless. You want to touch it? It's Leo and Roxy sock 80/20, and it's in the McSteamy colorway. And the Mohair is, again, Leo and Roxy in the McSteamy colorway. And it is gorgeous.
Cute.
I love it, love it, love it.
It just has a rolled hem.
Just plain rolled hem and decreases. Yeah.
Was that, I know you did a few mods, or not really?
You know what? I had the pattern to when I started, I had the pattern at Epirts, and then I didn't have the pattern with me, so I just decreased the way, you know,
okay.
However.
But it did have a rolled hem in the pattern, and you did all that
like
the
that,
same.
yeah.
I love it. So I want to make one like this.
It is so, I love it.
That was perfect on you. It's a little small on me. I would have to add a few stitches. Love it. Cool.
Yeah. So I was looking at, I have a bunch of pom-poms, but I don't want a pom-pom on it. Decide what color to put with it.
Gray,
Red,
white, black, multicolored, striped, checkered,
hot
polka
pink.
dot.
Hot pink would be kind of
Hot
cool.
pink would be great, and you can change them out. So if you're having a hot pink day, put a hot pink pom-pom on.
And if I'm having a day where I don't need a
If
color.
you're having a gray day. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so that was, I was really happy with that. I did that pretty quick too.
You guys already saw my Wellington Worksock shawl. I did finish, I talked about my Codependent knitter socks because I finished the pair.
Okay.
I finally finished.
The word's finally
These are the Georgia socks by Tracy Miller. And they've got this really pretty little feather and fan pattern.
Okay.
Which just dresses up your self-striping sock yarn just a little bit, right?
Gives a little bit of thing,
A little
right?
bit of character. I love it. I love it with self-striping. It would look great on a plain color too. And this yarn has been on my needles
It's been on there for a while.
since like the fall. This is
Knit Night.
Timber Yarns Knit Night 2019, which is an exclusive colorway for the Little Red Mitten. So they had a pre-sale of it. Little Red Mitten does still have this yarn in their store, or they did last time we were there.
I like that theirs are wider stripes. That's kind of a neat
They
look, right?
change, right? Like there's a narrow cream. Yeah.
And
I
a
love
really
it.
narrow cream and a narrow gray.
Yeah. And then I ordered this mini, it's the same color. It's called
The rose quartz.
Mitten Pink. No,
Oh, is it Mitten Pink?
it's Mitten Pink. So it matches this mitten.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Because it's a little more of a mauvey pink than like the other light pink she has.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, yeah. Just love
very
these. Oh, and I just did a 1x1 twisted rib.
Okay.
The pattern I think has the feather and fan go right up into the cuff. But I just thought I'd need a little more
Movement?
well, just a little more elasticity in the cuff to hold it up a bit. I don't know. So I just did the twisted rib and then just carried on into the pattern. Then afterthought heel, I didn't do, I think it has, I can't remember if this one has the gusset. I haven't tried Tracy Miller's heel flap and gusset, but people have said that they really liked it.
Okay, nice.
So I may do that on the next time I knit one of her patterns. So yeah, totally love these. I'm gonna wear them this weekend because we're going to Little Red Mitten on Saturday. I hope you see this. I hope this is up before then because it's their 11th anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, and they're just having a little celebration day. So we're hoping to go, and I want to wear these.
For Knit Night.
I just love them.
They're gorgeous. They're really pretty.
So nice. And I just steam blocked them. So because of the nylon in the sock yarn, you have to be careful because you don't want to melt that nylon. So what I do is I spritz them with, like I mist them with water and then kind of lay them out. I don't do the whole sock at once. Like I'll do like the leg and then the foot. And I just sort of like lay them out nicely and I put a damp, like a thin, like a tea towel on top. And then I just really quickly with the steam setting, just like on my iron, just a quick, like I don't press hard, but I just do a quick like press and move it just to blast some heat in there.
That's
but
a good
not
idea.
directly on the sock and not for too long. And that's how I did yours.
Yeah.
The other ones. Yeah.
That's cool.
So, and that's how I did my sweaters too. Like I just put something over them. Because the steamer that I have is an old one and it's really lousy and I don't have a good place to hang. Like, how do you hang? So I just do that quickly with the socks.
That's cool.
And I'm not even going to wet block them. I'm just going to, they're perfect. I still have to do an end, but yeah, so I do that.
I'm checking for that end on Saturday.
It'll be, there's some inside too. They'll be done. One's done, the other one's not. I finished these at about 12:15 a.m. this morning.
Nice.
And then steam blocked them and let them just dry up.
That's cool. That's awesome.
So I wanted them to show. I wanted them to look nice. I wanted that feather and fan to look really nice for you. And now the big FO.
Oh yes, get that thing out. It's been here a while.
I am gonna put it on, but I'll talk about it first. The FFO, the finally
finished. Are all your ends tied in? Like, what is that little thing?
Oh no, just the bottom isn't.
Okay.
I finished my sweater. I finished my Woodrow sweater. Oh my gosh, I just want to wear it. I love it. You can't, can you see the color? They can't see the color. Hang on.
I don't think you'll be able to because that's a weird color.
It's a very dark, that helps, I think.
Do you know what? It's like a stormy, cloudy day. Like, it's just like
Too bright?
Still can't.
Oh, that makes it look green. It's a dark blue.
It's a dark navy.
There.
Like
I'm wearing navy and it looks black. So it's...
It is, but it is navy.
Yeah, it's navy with black, like black tones.
It's very pretty.
I'm going to try and get a really good photo of this. I don't know how, but yeah. So this is Woodrow, Isabelle Kraemer.
Without the color work.
Without the color work. She did a test knit on some larger sizes. So for the test knit, for the deadline, because it was an established pattern, the pattern itself had already been tested and out for a long time. So we just had to do the yoke
and one arm.
And one sleeve to test that much of it. Because then presumably, obviously, the other sleeve would be, right.
Yeah.
So I had that done for the test knit. And then she released it. And like, well, I didn't have the color work done anyways. And it's been slow going. It is knit with sport weight. It's Malabrigo. So it is the arroyo, I believe.
Yep.
I have a tag.
I think it is, yeah.
Yep, arroyo. Pure superwash merino wool. And the colorway is Prussian Blue or just Prussia. Prussia Blue 046. Dark blue navy. You know who else I saw recently that posted a really nice, like very similar, like dark navy black was I think Fiber for the People.
Okay.
Taylor, she's dyed a really gorgeous one. So it's got cat hair all over it. So anyways, so it's got just, if you look at the neck, it's just got an open neck with not even ribbing, just this little bit of a detail on the edge. I'm not going to give away all the pattern details. Same edge on the sleeve.
It's pretty.
Ah, darn color. So hard. There, right there. So you can see if I turn it. And I did the helical knitting because if you've ever bought Malabrigo, you know that the dyeing can be really inconsistent. Yep. So it almost looks like micro stripes.
Yeah.
And I did helical even on the sleeves because I ordered 7 skeins and 7 or 8, and they only come in lots of 5s.
Oh,
not
nice.
10.
Okay.
So, and even among the ones that were supposed to be the same dye lot,
they're not.
I opened up those skeins. There were noticeable differences in the skeins. So definitely I alternated.
That's good though. It looks nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. See that color? There you can kind of tell it's blue black. And then it's just got the yoke. And then knit down to the bottom. The bottom has the same edging that's on the, you can't see it.
Is it rounded hem?
Nope. Kind of. It comes, there's a split side and it curves in just a little.
Okay.
And then goes across. So only.
Okay, so it's a shirt. It's a shirt edge.
Like, if you actually.
Yeah, it's like
let's
a
see if I
dress
can
shirt.
hold this up. I don't know if you can see it here. I'll try and take pictures. But yeah, you can see there how it just curves.
Yeah.
So it's just short rows. Very easy, very beautiful. I haven't woven in the ends yet because I wanted to check after I steamed it and double check the length, and I think it's good. So I just haven't woven in these ends, so they're just sort of clipped because they were
nice.
hanging. I love it. I'll put it on. Maybe we can take some pictures or something. It's big up here. There's loose fabric up here. It hasn't been properly, like, it hasn't been soaked and laid out to dry. So that might sort of shift the ease a bit, like might affect it a bit. I could have knit a size smaller. Knowing what we learned about pattern or sweater fit and sizing in my Patty Lyons class, and just sort of ease around your bust, like most of us have tops that fit more around the fullest part of our bust. And so she talked a lot about this measurement up here, like right above, like your chest and your across the back measurement, etc. And just how to incorporate that. Now, I wouldn't have made any adjustments to this. I was test knitting, but if I was to do it again, I would do a size down. and I would take those measurements and just see if they would work with the size down, or maybe I would need less decreases.
That's true too.
So, because it's meant to have ease. So it's not like, you know, I knit it per pattern. It's just that I now would pick a smaller size, like one size smaller for me. But I have it's just, I love it. I have no problem with it. It's like a nice comfy sweatshirt. This yarn is so soft. It's so nice.
Yay!
I love it.
You're done your first sweatshirt.
Should I put it on?
Yeah, put it on.
Maybe we can stand back. Okay. So if I turn sideways, you can kind of see there's some looseness here, right? On the sides.
Okay.
But I don't think I would like a raglan sweater because I think they might cut in too much and I wouldn't want it like tight here and then really enhancing this part. So I think it'll be okay. I don't care. I love it. Like it looks
fine.
So comfy.
It's the way, it's also the design of the shirt, right?
Yeah.
That's part of a yoke as you get the space there. It's very nice. You did a great job.
Just love it. Love the sleeves. I might take the sleeves out and just shorten them up a little bit. They're okay. They're like just like they're blazer length, right? And if I lift my arms out, they're perfect, which is what a sleeve
you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna keep wearing it.
There you go.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I love the neck on this. I love the neck on this. It's just, I like not the ribbing. I like just the flat neck.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it. Okay.
That's it.
That's probably all now that I've put my sweater on for the end of the episode. Because, I was going to just talk about a couple little things. We're going to talk about our, what we got in New York in the next little video.
Yep.
I was going to show you this. Because, you know, we're all about, like, taking your own beverage container and trying to be green. Look at this bottle. Look how big this is. I got this at Sam's Club. Two pack. For, like, $18 to $20. Isn't this amazing?
That's nice.
It has the same, like, that pebbly finish that the Yeti has. It's 769 mils. Like, it's 1.5 liters.
No.
Yeah. 500 mils is half a liter. Oh no, it's not 1.5 liters. 3/4 liter.
My math is horrible.
500 mils is 1.5 liters. 26 ounces, but it does say the mils on here, 769. So I just love it. So there were different color combos. I got one that was pink and white. And I like that it has the wide opening so you can put ice cubes in there. And it's got a lock.
Oh, I look at you can take it apart.
That's
important.
For cleaning.
Yeah. I had some buddy.
But there's a slider to lock that so you can't bump this.
Oh, okay,
and
that's
flip
cool.
the lid open.
Nice.
Love it. Yeah, like accidentally.
Yeah.
My son's had like the Contigo, older model Contigo bottles.
Oh, yeah.
It stuck out more and he had it get bumped in his backpack once. We try and look for ones that don't have that kind of opening. And I like the little handle here.
Oh yeah, because there's no pocket in the
Isn't
backpack.
that awesome?
I had somebody tell me, because I always use my cups or my drinks or whatever, they're always in something else. And I had a man actually tell me that I should take off the rubber seals on the coffee mugs, because sometimes they come with rubber seals, right? Like this one here does.
Oh yeah, you gotta clean those.
So, okay, so he tells me, you know, I'm just telling you because a lot of people don't know you have to clean it. I looked at him, I said, yeah, no, that's true. But then I thought about it. I used to sterilize bottles, right?
Yeah.
You knew to take every little piece apart,
Yeah.
but so that's something that most people, if you don't think about it, you have to clean those little things. That's why I was checking that, because that rubber seal all comes off.
It does.
Yeah, so that's cool. That's really good.
And there's no like little fiddly parts. It's like very straightforward for cleaning. So, yeah, totally love these. So I just thought it was cool because it's such a big one, and that's great.
On that note,
Great
for
price.
the I bought this MK and Crew. It's Italian vanilla lotion, and it's island vanilla, not Italian.
I was wondering.
Island vanilla. I have my glasses on. And I got the lip balm, and I love their packaging because that's the lip balm package. It's
the cardboard twist
It's
up
a cardboard push-up tube, and it's really good. And that's the
lotion bar.
Lotion bar.
Well, it's not a bar. It's a solid
yeah.
though. It's like the stuff you make, the balm.
Yeah, so I bought myself some of that just as a treat, and I love it. Love, love, love it.
You know what?
And she's actually out of St. Thomas.
Oh, cool.
She's out of St. Thomas. So, like, for example, I ordered it, and my husband, she has a whole system at her front door. Mm-hmm. So I sent my husband over to pick it up, and
everything's right there.
And everything was right there, and he had no problems. It was great.
I found, this is another good little find.
What you got over there?
It's a Knitter's Pride interchangeable set from an auction site.
Okay.
One of them has the broken tip, the smallest size.
It's missing, yeah.
It broke. I threw it out because it was broken.
Oh,
and there might be missing cords.
Who cares?
I got it for $28.
Good
No,
for
26.
you.
$26.
Good for you.
So I got like a whole nother set. Like this is like this retails for over $100 with cords, but I'll tell. It's an auction site.
Okay,
they have like just online auctions, and you can just go and bid on stuff.
Very cool.
And you know what they have a lot of? Because when you go to pick your stuff up, it's full of Amazon boxes. So you know how Amazon you can return things? They don't go back to Amazon.
No, they don't.
They have
go to
collection
a center.
companies, right?
If they send it back at all.
Right. Sometimes they just tell you to keep it and they give you a refund.
Well,
So
I ordered a light.
Yeah.
I ordered a grow light. And it didn't come, and I was going out of town. I'm a plant. I like, anyways, not that kind of grow light. So I ordered a grow light, and it wasn't going to come in, and I was going out of town. I said, well, then don't bother sending it. I don't want it, because there's going to be nobody here to get it. Mm-hmm. And they said, oh, okay. So they basically canceled the order.
But it was already in progress.
And then I said, I'll order one when I get back. So I ordered one when I got back, and don't I get 2 of them?
Because the first one that was shipped.
Because the first one, they held it. I guess they held it, and I called them. They're like, yeah, you know what? Just keep it.
So yeah, I think they must be like a return depot, and then they just put these online auctions. They've got anything you could think of. So I just saw this one day, and I was like, oh, perfect.
Right?
Yeah, I could use those. So I got those.
Oh, they're the little wee ones too.
Yeah,
Shorties,
this is
right?
the sizes that I already have. They go from 3.75, I think, up to.
I didn't know yours were this short.
No, these are the short tips.
That's what I mean. The shorties.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. Because I have a couple of individual pairs of tips I've bought.
You do, but
like for hats,
like for your sets, a little bit longer.
But not the full set. And you can use them for anything.
Oh yeah, no. It's just sometimes if you're doing
that's what I mean. Like they're great to have
using
spares.
2 needles at a time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier to use.
I think they go up to a 6 millimeter.
Good job, girl.
Right on. So that was kind of neat.
Very good.
And this.
I'm making one heck of a mess over here.
And I think that's it because I think everything else.
Everything on my side is New York.
New York, and we're gonna
stop and do
that. So we'll put a few pictures at the end of miscellaneous things in our slideshow as we always do. And so we'll try and put in some pictures of some of the finished Codependent knitter socks.
Yes.
Because there's some,
just
not everyone's doing vanilla. There's some different ones.
There's a lot of neat ones. And we just have to get permission.
Yeah, we're just checking with the knitters and to try and get permission before we do that. Yeah. So just to be kind, I mean, yeah. And yeah, that's it.
Very cool.
Anything else? No. I'm trying to think what's coming up. You want to cast on a sweater? As soon as my other sweater's off the needles, I think I'm going to cast on ranunculus.
Holy cow.
And I want to have that. Hopefully I get it done fast. It's supposed to be a very fast knit because although it's very I'm knitting the bigger size. Yeah, I want to take it to Montreal if I can finish it.
Like the gauge for the yarn is very big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do it with mohair. I'm just doing it with straight DK.
I think, you know what, I like it, but I think I'd like it better. I like the ones I've seen without the mohair, because when you do fancy stitches like that, sometimes you lose it in the mohair.
Well, and I think I like the look of the mohair ones. If I did it in mohair, I think I would want a mohair with a really high silk content for that much contact with my body, like for a sweater, which would mean a lot more price. And I want to make it first without. And then summer's coming.
Hot.
Yeah, exactly.
You run hot.
Spring and summer are coming, so I'm thinking mohair. I don't know if I'll wear it.
No.
Whereas this, if it's just the light DK, I can get a lot more wear out of it once I'm finished.
No, yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
But even things because you always run hot.
Yeah. And I'm going to Montreal. I think we mentioned that before. I'm going to Knit City, Montreal. Yeah. My sister Marianne is coming from Winnipeg. Lisa's not. Keep trying to convince her she should, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. We got tickets for. I got tickets. There were 3 of us trying, and they sold out in a minute. So I got tickets for, there's a bingo night on Saturday night with, I think La Bien-Aimée and someone else are hosting it. And there's like prizes and whatever. And it's Saturday night, the marketplace is closed. That'll be fun.
That'll be good.
So we lucked out and got through and got tickets. I was the only one that got through.
Nice.
And I just, lucky. And then Espace Tricot is having a knit night on Thursday night.
Okay.
And I'm
you're
going
there?
Wednesday. So yeah, so we got tickets for that.
Nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah. I didn't sign up for any classes. The classes that I wanted were like, I think I was 15 minutes late. The classes I wanted most were booked and sold out.
Okay.
So I thought, that's okay. That's okay. I won't do a class. We'll do some exploring around Montreal.
Yeah.
That'll be fun because I haven't never been.
I've never been.
No. So, you know.
You can use your French.
Un peu.
Peut-être.
I made, you know, when we went to, I went with a couple of girlfriends to Paris the year we turned 40.
Yeah.
We went for a week. And, you know, between the three of us, we got by. Like, it was amazing how much, I majored in French in university. Like full on French.
It comes back to you pretty fast.
I majored in French for 2 years, but then never used it.
Yeah.
So while my
pretty fast.
Yeah, like,
and you can understand what they're saying.
The recall of what to say may come back. How I say it is a total hack job. Like my like it's bad. But functionally, you know, we could understand enough and get by. So I think it'll be fine.
I find
and
that
now there's
I
Google
understand
Translate.
More than I can.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how to answer.
Wait.
Wait.
So that's going to be fun. And then this weekend is Little Red Mitten. The weekend after, I'm actually going to a stitching retreat. Just a small one. And I was sort of a last minute fill-in. Someone had to cancel last minute, and I was available and willing and able. So I'm going to have some dedicated, I'm going to take some knitting too, because I think just stitching for 2 days.
That might make you a little cross-eyed.
My hand might get a little, I need to change up what I'm doing. So I'm going to take a little bit of knitting, but I'll get to just
relax.
If I'm at home, I will choose knitting first always. Other than like I did the stitching, I did the little Christmas gift for my mom, but yeah, like I just always think, oh, but I really want to finish this knitting. So this way it'll give me some dedicated stitching time where
I think it's great because it's like-minded people, right? Like,
yeah, it'll be fun.
It'll be good. It'll
you
be
know,
fun.
It doesn't matter what you're doing. Just sitting around crafting with friends who craft is always good for you. Good for your spirit and
your health, and your mental health.
Yeah. And I think that's all for this episode.
That's all, folks.
So thanks again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us if you're new. Join our Ravelry group and join our knit-alongs and make-alongs. And we always say knit-along, but if it's something that can be crocheted, that's cool too.
Yes.
It's just habit because we primarily knit. And we're on Instagram. And we're on Instagram the most, more than we are on, we don't have a Facebook page. So, yeah. But yeah, I guess that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds like it.
All right.
Thanks. See you again soon.
Make time to make something.
Take care.